Good evening, everybody, and welcome to your bi-weekly episode of Roll With It. And go ahead and hop in tonight with just a quick recap. So last time we left the Outlanders, they were beginning some downtime to rest and recuperate and wait for some items to be completed, as well as just taking some time away from the road. There it goes. That's what we were waiting for. It stopped. It stopped like at the
Extreme
right
close up.
point. Right?
Too close, too close. Oh,
In
man.
typical fashion, everybody in the group has to have some kind of issues at some point, and Kovach's computer decided that he needed to redo everything. So, yay! Thanks, Bill Gates. We love you. Sponsor us. But last time we left off, the group was beginning some downtime and decided to undertake a few just tasks that they necessarily had been delaying on, involving setting up an opportunity with Ilga for her to come by and cook for the group at Shelby's recommendation. Kelnorin and Rith just taking a moment to stop by the farms that you guys originally helped when you came to the city about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Just checking up and seeing how the farms were doing at this point, and doing a little bit of research, doing a little bit of reconnaissance on Palin's home that was originally talked about and started 4 or 5 weeks, or 3 to 4 10-day ago, we'll say.
Success.
Yep, it did find some information. Not necessarily complete to what Lilith's standards would have been, but she did find a secret chamber and what she believed to be an altar or room that that Palin had been using. Also learned some information from Rith about his budding friendship with Rebecca, and then Rowan did some research of his own to investigate the potential of individuals using crystals in people's body to do whatever. He wasn't really quite sure what he was looking for, just crystals in people's bodies and undead doing it. So Rowan put himself on some kind of watch list. That's one of the things we could probably be sure of after last session. So, and the conversation, of course, with Rebecca, Rowan missed out on that particular one. And when we ended last time, we ended with Kelnorin telling Rowan that Rith had some stuff to tell Rowan, Lilith had some stuff to tell Rowan, and Kelnorin had some stuff to tell Rowan, which by default made Kovach the new favorite person because he didn't have anything. So that's where we're at right now, with the pair of you heading back towards the Outlander Inn. Rith, you've taken care of the stuff you wanted to for today with acquiring some practice weapons in the anticipation of potentially training other people. And
Yep. So I'll just set those up when I get back.
Okay. So the Kovach, did you have anything you were undertaking today?
No.
Okay. And Lilith?
Nothing today.
Okay. All right. So Rowan and Kelnorin, you guys head back to the inn proper after doing your research and traveling around town. Rith doing your stuff. Still looking at about mid-morning at this point. But you guys make your way back.
Everybody here?
Yeah, Rith would have returned by this point.
Hello?
Hey,
How's it going?
good.
Cool.
Eh, eh. So, so I told Rowan that you might have some stuff you want to tell him.
Oh, about the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he wasn't here. It's almost like he was Rith. Um, so what happened is I went into the house, looked around, um, and downstairs there was a sacrificial altar.
I kind of think that's a little conclusion jumpy, but not entirely unreasonable.
Well, it was in a secret room.
I mean, it would make sense, I guess. So was the one underneath the shed was also in a secret room.
So the place looked like it had been like searched already. I'm guessing probably after we, found what we did, they came. I guess the guard came in and searched it, but they didn't find this room because there was still furniture in front of the door. And so I left it
I
open.
mean, did you find anything in there other than
Uh,
the altar?
no, I left.
Oh, okay.
That's all I have.
But yep,
Just kind of eyeball her and be like, I thought it was going to be worse.
yeah, she undersold it compared to last night.
Oh, okay.
I've calmed down a little since then, and I'm kind of hungover. Um, so I'm going back to bed.
All right.
She
Well,
kind of plods into her room, closes the door.
have a good night. Morning. Sleep.
Yep. So you want to talk to Riz?
All right. Apparently you're next, Rith.
I mean, mine's not nearly as big as I found sacrificial slab and what Riz needs to talk about. I learned there might be some druids a little north of here. You might want to check them out. That's it.
Yeah,
Big,
we should.
it's big for me.
Um, Ben's talking to Rebecca.
What?
She's looking for help.
No. I don't even know what she wants, but I'm just gonna say this out of principle to the fact that we're friends with Shelby, and she also had a hand in what happened to Shelby.
Rebecca said she had no choice. Was under um damn word again. Was
Enslaved,
yes, enslaved.
which which is kind of true. Just, I question the wanting to reform part.
No.
That's it.
That was a big one. That was a big one. It's good that you saved that one for last.
So yeah, I at least kind of want to hear her half, though I'm very dubious and a little more inclined to destroy her than help.
Yeah, that's exactly how we could get her out of slavery. We could just kill her, end her.
Yeah, I, you- I don't, I don't know if I can actually do that to someone who is legitimately trying to do better.
I already not promised, but said I would listen to her. She has not done wrong by me yet.
That last part that's important.
So I have been told.
Like for the first time in a while, I don't have words.
We've had a pretty good one. It was no. It was
All right, fine. I have words. No, absolutely not. This is a terrible idea.
it is a terrible idea. I still think we should hear her out.
All right, do this though. Ask Shelby what she thinks.
That's fair.
I mean, she's our friend, and she was one that was directly affected by Rebecca's doings that were forced. I mean, if she really wanted out of it, when we were downstairs with her alone, she could have just been like, hey, I'm here against my will. Here's the real me. Kill this guy that's coming in.
Except he wasn't his slave.
No, but she could have still
It's
not kept the act up the entire time.
Is there not magic that controls that?
I have no idea, but still. I mean, she was fine deceiving us the entire time. What would make her not deceive us now? I don't know. It's just talking words right now. I lied a while ago when I said I had no words. They keep popping up in my head and coming out of my mouth, and I just can't stop sometimes.
Yep.
It's a
Yep.
flaw, really.
they're pretty good. I was thinking we might try to learn like a zone of truth type of thing.
I mean, that's a good. I guess that's an option, but I still think you should tell Shelby ahead of time, just personally.
That's fair.
Well, now that all the the big stuff's done, uh, so the girl, went into her mind thing. Uh, Apparently, like someone was trying to use her to like either like amplify their abilities or to like take her life force or something, essentially. I think from the information I got, it could be either or. You'd think this you would write something like this down when someone would tell you, but I didn't have pencil and paper on me. So yeah, I learned that today. Colette, you got anything? Everybody else had something. I didn't know if you.
Nothing new to add to the mix.
Cool.
I think there's plenty right now.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot.
Oh, bought training weapons. Talked to Tom Tack about training also.
What did he say? Other than he wanted to fight me next in the pit.
He's interested in learning, has not trained with weapons before.
Nice.
I think could make great frontline tank.
Yeah. He's strong like a bull.
I mean, I've never actually seen him win a fight. Just throwing that out there.
Only seen him fight me.
It's a high bar. I'm not lying.
Was a good fight though.
True. Hmm.
So, was Shelby's friend supposed to come today? Like, did Lilith work that out?
I think so. I think that's what she said.
Not sure.
Do we know when?
Nope. I don't anyway.
Ask Lilith.
Yeah, like, should we go get lunch or something?
Sounds good. I'm going to go ask Lilith a question real quick. I'm going to softly creep up to the door.
Okay.
Be like, it's really not fair. Boom, 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 boom.
What?
Is Shelby's friend coming today?
For dinner?
Okay.
Make an intelligence check at disadvantage, Lilith. Since you're hungover, not really thinking all that clearly. Feel like there's something you needed to remember for today. Hey, your head hurts too much.
Dinner?
He says dinner.
Oh, okay.
So where you guys want to eat?
I'll open the door. Are we going for lunch?
Oh, I thought you were sleeping.
I'm awake now.
Oh, that's a shame.
Rith talked to Rebecca.
Yeah, we know.
I didn't know if they told you yet.
Rith told me. How
I gotta
about
go to town anyway.
Iglars?
Yeah, good food.
Sound apprehensive about it? Maybe not Iglars?
Just my beverage choices.
Could go to
Iglar
East
sounds
Watch
great.
End.
Go where?
East Watch Inn. Haven't been there since first time.
We could. I'm down.
Okay with me.
Okay.
To the East Watch Inn at the north side of town.
Out the east/north gate. Got it. All right. So you guys make your way north, passing through the gate to a place where you stayed for roughly about a week or so, maybe a little more, about 10 day, upon first arriving here. And yeah, you guys can grab lunch if you'd like.
I'll cover our food. And a little extra hair of the dog for Lilith.
There we go. You should just be able to click on it for Kovac. If it appears in the just on the die itself, I think.
Sweet.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. Something that's nagging you about dinner too, but it's just, man, it's just can't quite. Just not quite there. So, all right. Just make your way in. Order lunch. You said you're covering for everyone, Keldarin? All right. Lunch for everyone would run you about 3 gold pieces. There.
Oh, doke.
That'll include your beverages and whatnot for people. So, at least the first one. So,
Is it tasty?
yeah. I mean, you guys are pretty used to the quality of food here. I mean, it's expensive. I mean, when you guys stayed here, the rooms and the food were probably more the pricier ones in town, but food's always excellent. It's roast boar today, so seasoned pretty well. Quite tasty. They got like a mushroom soup that goes along with it, so pretty good.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
anything you guys are doing while you're there?
Not here.
No, I don't have anything to do until we leave.
Okay. So, you guys sit around, eat lunch. You guys were fairly, I mean, early in the lunch rush hour at this point. So, as you guys are leaving, more people are starting to file in from the town. Large groups of people that are, you assume either like travelers, maybe other mercenary groups, merchants. Pretty wide range of perceived like social status coming in. So, but yeah, as you guys are leaving, business is starting to pick up. So, you can make your way out.
So we need to stop by the stalls here on the way back because we got this list of stuff that she needs for dinner.
Oh.
I'll stop. I mean, you guys don't have to, but
I'll come with. Act as pack mule. Maybe literally.
I'm just gonna head back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just head back too.
Okay. All right. So, go back. You heading back to the inn as well?
Yeah.
Cool. So, Lilith and Kelnorn, you guys are stopping by some of the stalls in the general market area.
yeah,
Coming into the
to
gate.
get the stuff she wanted on the list.
Okay. So to get the stuff that she wants on the list, would run you about it's about 2.5 gold pieces. Which is, I mean, for general people it's a lot of food. Just because she's serving 5 people and making a little bit extra just because she's not quite sure how much people will eat potentially, but you would assume there's probably enough food here for 6 or 7 people.
So as we're going along, I'll
I mean, I can tell you what was on the list if you
No,
okay.
that's fine.
making sure.
We can skip that.
The level of immersion that you want, I'm happy to
Yeah,
provide.
we'll skip that part.
All right.
I just get it all.
All right.
So how did Rowan take the Rebecca news?
doesn't like it. I don't blame him. And he made up a good point of we should ask Shelby.
He should.
No, we should. If
Yeah, we should
actually
probably all go. And
risk more than any of us, since it's his endeavor.
that's true. He will have the most information should she have questions or anything.
Yeah, he's not happy about it. If it didn't come with the potential of legitimate reform, I wouldn't even be going along.
Agreed.
So I learned there might be some druids north of here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
About how
might.
far?
I'm not sure I wrote it down. It's there, like how far they were, just the direction. Yep, just direction. Northeast druids.
Okay. Well, maybe we can go check it out soon.
Eh, I'll have to go check it out. I mean, I'm kind of unusual for a druid.
Okay.
Big on secrecy and all that.
Got like a secret handshake and stuff.
They might. I mean, I've
Oh,
never been taught one. There's a lot of,
okay.
you know, stuff like your military background type of
Ah,
things.
yeah. One day I'll try to. I may teach you a little bit more.
That'd be
Uh,
nice. So far, punch that's not super informative.
yeah. It works though. It's simple.
This is true.
All right. Well, the only other stop I need is I need to stop by a tailor. Do you have anywhere you needed to go?
No, I'm coming to carry the food.
I just need to get some needle and some thread.
Sure. Do
Okay.
you want company?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Get to you guys in just a moment with that. So, Rowan, as you're walking with Rith and Kovac, you hear a familiar voice just speaks into your head. You hear Eiglar's voice go, Rowan, on your right.
I was about to say, get the fuck out of my head, but yeah. We said Iglar.
I did say Eiglar. Yeah, no, it's Eiglar.
Huh? And I just look right.
And about 90 feet from you, walking down the street that goes towards his shop, you see Eiglar with his hand up coming towards you. Sees Rith Kovac. Nice to see you. Rowan, I had something I needed to discuss with you that might be pleasant news, I hope.
I could use pleasant news.
Excellent. I would be more than happy to be that individual. So I received a message this morning from an old friend that I did not know that we shared acquaintance. Perhaps a tabaxi fellow.
I know one.
Yeah, down in Durlesque, right?
Yeah. Jared?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. He messaged me this morning because you mentioned that you were up here in Arabelle to in a letter to him.
Correct.
Yeah. So, he should be here tomorrow.
Wait, he's coming here?
Yeah. We know each other from, well, us performers. We seem to know. Everybody seems to know each other. But I've been down there a few times, and we have some mutual acquaintances. But he was excited or interested in seeing you again, I guess,
Yeah, it'd
and wanted me to convey that he was coming up after we worked out some logistics.
be good to see him again.
So, yeah, if you want to come by the shop tomorrow or the store, he should be there.
Sounds good. I'm sure I can manage that.
Okay. Fantastic. Just heading out since he and I finished everything we were doing, but I'll get back to the store.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Go Vetch, Rith. Excellent to see you again.
Evening.
Stay well.
Stay well.
He will journey off.
Today's filled with all kinds of news, am I right?
Has been eventful.
Right on. So, I mean, you probably weren't gonna ask, but uh, Jared was my mentor when I started out. He took me in when my family disowned me. So it'll be good to see him. It'll be good to see him.
Yeah. Interesting.
Shall we?
Let's continue.
All right. Lilith, you're just looking for a tailor.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you got Rith's shirt, so you do know of a place.
Yeah.
All right. You head on in.
And we just want to. I just need a. A black and silver thread and a few needles.
Black and silver, like just like a spool of thread, or do
Yeah.
you?
A black and a silver, and
Oh, two different.
Yeah.
Do you need a whole spool, or
I don't need a whole lot. I don't need much.
well, how much
Just
do you need?
Just a little bit for some embroidering.
It sounds like a spool's worth to
Could
me.
be. I mean, depending on the size of the embroidering that you're doing, it could be a significant amount of thread to
We'll just say a spool of each.
a spool of each. Okay. Do you need any kind of reflective properties to the thread, or just a basic silver, a basic black?
Just a basic silver and basic black.
Okay. I mean, if that's all you're looking for, and a couple of needles, be silver piece for the two.
Okay.
He'll take a couple of needles and just put them on the counter. He's like, those, I mean, there's no charge for those ones. They're. I've got a whole bin full back there of them, but yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it. I appreciate it.
All right. Good luck.
And I'll leave.
All right. All right. So everybody heads back to the inn. Anything anybody else is wanting to accomplish today?
Just the potion tonight.
Okay. Just a basic one?
Yep.
Okay. You will have to go out for more supplies here. Probably as you're starting your next ones after that one. So
I figured.
if you want to just go ahead and roll your herbalist kit check with that.
Well,
You're good. I mean, you just kind of going through the motions as you do it. You know what you're doing for the most part. Just takes you the standard amount of time to set it up and get going.
okay.
So it'll be ready the following morning for you. Anybody else? Okay. So we will fast forward to the evening and around 4-ish or so, you guys hear a knock at the front door.
I'll go answer it.
You answer the door, and standing there are two individuals, holding a couple of, holding a basket of stuff, and you see Ilga, the half-orc woman that you've been speaking to, as well as Shelby. So
Oh, welcome.
he's like, yes, thank you for the opportunity here. Shelby asked to come along to help with the serving, so I could focus on preparation.
Oh, perfect. I was actually thinking about inviting her myself.
So, but we will both stay out of your way as you're eating, since it would just be as if this were a formal or employer-employee type relationship. So, if
Please come
there's
in.
yeah, thank you. Come in. And where's the kitchen?
Right back this way.
Okay. So I'm not sure if everybody remembers where the kitchen actually is on the map itself.
Like-
Let's see here. Okay, I'll just do that. So the kitchen is kind of back by, I'm not sure whose bedroom it is there in the back corner on the left, the end of the hallway over here, but the kitchen's back over this direction. Hallway, and there it is in the stone
Right
floors.
back this way.
Yep. So, all right. So, oh yeah. Really wanted to see if I could globally illuminate it. I cannot remember how to do that necessarily for this. Let me try something real quick. I don't really care construction done. How about that? Can I do it that way?
Hey,
Does that
Yeah,
work?
there we go.
there we go.
Cool. Awesome. There we go. We'll just get rid of the walls because they're kind of stupid when you guys aren't like fighting anything.
Works.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
So I mean, basically, this whole entire area back here is what they're working on. So it's like
Yeah.
this room right here, and all the ones that are back there are
Oh, I see.
essentially off limits. Kind of, they're sealed off at the moment. So you guys have about half of the inn available to you right now. So, but cool. She will begin the process of setting up to cook then, and say, okay, well, I need probably about an hour to get everything going. I have a couple of she's like, I have 4 courses that I was looking to serve tonight, so I'll send out the initial appetizer followed by another one, and then the main course, and then a dessert.
Sounds great.
Yeah, there might be some options with some of the rolling because one of the modules associated with this is updated for version 11 of Foundry, but version 11 isn't stable yet. So you guys might not have some of the action items available. So I'll have to look about seeing if I can roll back to another version for that particular module. I think it's the D&D. I think it's the actual D&D system module. So go figure. Yeah. So sorry guys, not everything's working on Foundry right now. And I only checked it out today. So she will go ahead and begin working, and see, about 15 minutes in, Shelby will come out with like a tray of items for everybody. So the initial thing that she serves are these deep fried sweet potato wedges with like a mustard sauce that placed onto the table for everybody. Individual plates for everybody, and then she leaves, and then after bringing some goblets and whatnot, brings out some wine, and then she also does bring out some like pomegranate fruit juice as well that she pours for you, Kilnorn.
Thank you.
Like, of course, I remember you were abstaining, so
Trying.
Setting.
This wine is good too.
Does she know that, pleasing Rith with food is like the hardest thing in the world to do because he's so picky about everything that he eats?
she'll just kind of give you a little smirk. Yes, I warned him about his discerning tongue
Okay,
and
good.
flavor palate. She made sure to bring meat.
Only best meat.
It is, well, if it's not what you like, then you can blame Lilith since she bought it.
I will glance at Lilith.
I'll just
So she brings that out, pours her drinks, and gives you guys about 10 minutes or so to eat after everybody is done. The food, as far as like eating it is above average. It's you wouldn't necessarily put it in like the quality of like the Eastwatch Inn. I mean that is some of the best food that you guys have had. Eigler's place is pretty good too. Um, the stuff that you guys had at the Adventures Gala was like top notch, even a step above like Eastwatch. But you know the soldiers' boots where Kelnorn got all the food for you guys that one time was pretty decent food. This is slightly elevated from that. I mean, it's good food. So Shelby will come back out and say, "And how is everything so far?"
Right?
Very nice.
Good.
Very, very good.
Excellent. She's like, I made sure to come back as you were eating because that way, you know, it's what they always do.
Yeah, you're supposed to ask
Kind
if
of a
I.
true
You're
waitress.
supposed to ask, yeah, if I want like a drink, more drink or something, especially right after I fill my mouth.
Yeah, I've been paying attention. So, she's like, well, the next course will be out here in just a moment. So she heads back in, comes back out, and she brings a scallop soup with noodles and onions in it. So, again, above average food, very tasty, and within about 15 minutes or so after that, she brings out the main course, which is a blackened beef that's served with a gravy, mashed potatoes, and then like red beans and rice.
Mm.
So, and then the final thing that they bring out is for dessert is like a strawberry bread pudding. So, very hearty food, you know, for most everybody. You're left feeling rather full if you're eating everything that she's presented. You know, even Rith so much. So she knows she prepares a significant amount of food for you guys, and like I said, she does a pretty good job overall. So
I guess after she sets down the dessert, I'm gonna ask Shelby if there was enough for like the two of them to grab food and come out and join us.
well, I mean that's would be unconventional in this, but I mean she did prepare stuff for us as well, but we could join you for the dessert.
Please.
Yeah.
Very well.
Cool.
I will.
Pull up a seat and I'll vacate one since we don't have enough for everybody.
Oh man, I gotta loosen up the belt a little bit. Yeah, you know, that's a lot of food.
She will leave and come back with Ilga. Come on. So I hope that was all to your liking.
I'm just gonna
Fantastic.
look at Rith.
Food, good. Well done.
Excellent. Thank you. I thought long and hard about the menu, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, well, enjoyed the dessert. She'll sit down, and I mean there are at least six chairs around the table since Shelby's been here with you guys before. Yeah. I mean, you do have a chair in your room, Kelnorn, that you've used before too. That seats in there too, but
Yeah, I'll go and pull it out.
okay.
I was gonna say, I would say there's probably extra chairs
There are
around.
just
that we can-
not necessarily in the dining room area where you guys are, but you guys have seen other chairs elsewhere, but so you guys will enjoy your dessert, and post meal you guys have beverages in front of you and empty plates.
Elga, that was very, very good. We appreciate you coming. Um, Other than just cooking, um, we are also looking for someone to basically when we're away to receive people that are coming uh, for our services. Um, is that something you could also handle?
I I am skilled at, I mean, as far as handling numbers or talking to people, making appointments and things like that. Yeah, I'm fairly organized when it comes to scheduling or
I was to say the
making
list
sure.
was very detailed, and I was able to see that. Um, so that's kind of why I was thinking that you might be able to do that also. Um, we just wanted to make sure you were willing also to do that part.
I could. It's. I mean, if you're asking for me to, uh, what about the? I guess the cleaning of the establishment is that going to be handled by someone else at that point too?
But, we don't plan to be here uh, forever. We're hoping to get a small off building for just us, not the whole establishment.
Okay. All right. And is that something? Is like how soon were you hoping for something like that?
I imagine that kind of actually a few months off.
Okay.
Like,
So I guess in the meantime, is there going to be any need for cleaning services around here, or am I would I just be handling the cooking duties and making sure that you guys are stocked and supplied and taking care of any requests that come in for jobs?
That actually might be the most of it based on our past. We've been in town for like 2 weeks, and we've been in town for like 2 days of those 2 weeks. It feels like. I
Oh,
mean,
okay. So just more cooking when you're here and taking care of the place while you're gone.
That's probably going to be the majority of it.
Okay. And um, I guess for uh, would I just be staying here, or do I need to maintain my own place?
I did ask Master Iglar for an extra room for you when the new building is being built. So, of course, until that point, you can. I don't know what everyone else was thinking. Um,
You
until
can have my
then,
room. I can sleep in shed.
the one that we might tear down for him.
Later.
What if he wants it tore down now so he can start now on the building? I mean,
Tent outside, not a problem.
we have an extra room
Yep.
on the right side, right?
Mhm.
Because I imagine, or I would assume that the building out there would probably get finished Well, okay, I shouldn't assume this. I was gonna say before the inside here does, so like we could move out there, but like while this place is being worked on and not a functional inn. I mean, the office could just be this table. Essentially, you know? I mean,
The only thing you guys are lacking that you have is that, like I said, the place only came with the 5 beds, basically.
I say, why don't I'll just go buy a bed? We
yeah.
could furnish another room.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we got the
Yeah,
the
I'm
room
good with that.
the room that's on the right there is still available to us. And then all the rooms above that and around to the left are not, right?
Correct.
So like this room, but then once you start here, they're
Up
not,
in
right?
there.
Yeah, I mean, this one is still kind of open. That was there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not sealed off necessarily, but like the 2 doors that were here are sealed off at this point. The only difference being is that this one here would potentially be a little bit noisy with just the construction and everything going on, or
Yeah.
you know, that wall might come down at some point. They're not really. You guys aren't really sure of what the plans necessarily are, but
Yeah.
I would ask, but who's in the room that's closest to the kitchen there?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure which one's mine. One of those 2 are
I have
mine.
no idea which one is mine.
One of those 2 are mine, but I don't know which. I think the other one is yours. I think me and you are the 2 little rooms.
Yeah, yeah, I'm the
Well-
one in between Kilnorn and Rith here.
Well, I don't know how much space you would like for your own room, but I'd be willing to vacate mine. That way it's a little more out of the way and it won't be as noisy.
well, I mean, I have. I guess purchasing a bed wouldn't be necessary, really. I mean, I can bring my own furnishings from where I'm at right now, because I don't. It's just a place that I rent from week to week, so I can.
Oh.
Yeah, and we have a cart.
It's like I do have some other furnishings that I would just like to bring that I don't necessarily need in. They would fit mostly in the room, but I have a few other, I guess you could say, hobbies that I do that would just need some space for those items. But
You have hobbies? What do you do?
well, I paint on the side,
Oh.
just for. I've nothing fantastic, just things I think of or see, and I grew up playing an instrument, but I'm not as well practiced as I used to be with it. I've been attempting to relearn a little bit, but
What?
that's it.
What instrument?
Well, I actually learned playing the dulcimer. But I've also done some work with the lute.
I see.
That's what I'm trying to learn again. The dulcimer is a little bit big.
Yeah, I don't know how to play that. I know how to play the lute.
Okay. Yeah, I started playing again about 3 months ago. But I mean, I'm not sure. I don't need a whole lot of space for the stuff. Just places that I can potentially work. But
Great.
um,
Yeah.
I hate to be forward and ask, but what were you thinking as far as compensation or wages?
Yeah.
I've never hired anyone like that before. I mean, this might sound dumb, but like, what's normal around here or something like that?
What would you think a fair wage would be?
Well, I mean, if room and board are provided, I would say probably. I mean, I would probably be okay with about 25 gold pieces a month.
Okay. What if they weren't providing?
Uh, probably closer to 40. Just allow me to have my own lodgings and whatnot. But
Okay.
Feel we need to do a what do we pay her now huddle, since we never really discussed that.
Sidebar.
Well, Elga, Shelby, will you excuse us for a moment?
well, yeah, we can go outside for a little bit. That's fine. She's like, come on, and Ilga gets up and follows Shelby out the front.
Sorry, we're bad at this.
No, it's okay. Everybody learns somehow, so and they will exit.
So,
I was quite impressed. And she can do the things that we were asking of her. I'm a yes.
I as well.
yeah,
Same.
I'm down.
Chris?
Fine with me.
And I think what she said would be fair.
Which one?
Either. I mean, the because we could fix up the room and then, like I said, I said something to Iglar about having 7 rooms in the new building, just in case we did have somebody we wanted to join, and then another room for a person to do all this stuff for us.
I say pay 5 more gold and live here.
So 30?
30?
I mean, I feel like it's easily, at least, I mean, right now, it's easily attainable to, or, easily done to give her 30 a month.
Would that be covering the possibility that she's going to be put in danger on occasion? Like, people are going to grow to dislike us.
Wait, why would people hate us?
Because we were hired to do something that was against what they were trying to do.
Good point.
Also, let's say we don't help Rebecca. She's kind of evil, so she will want revenge.
True.
And then there's Eli, right? He wanted a book to help him possibly take over the world. I mean, that's how I see it. Anyways.
True.
So,
And then we have
any spies on us?
the Dragonborn guy.
The flame.
Yeah, the flame.
And Handkerchief, was that his name? Your acquaintance. So that.
I mean, did he?
Oh.
Oh, the assassin guy.
I mean, not to be rude here, but I felt like more of the hate came from Kovach's side than from his. I that's the feeling I got, and I'm not saying it's that the hate is not warranted because I don't know the story, but
Oh, I mean, that's well warranted. He would just murder you in your sleep with a smile.
oh,
So he'd be happy doing it. He would have a much better disposition.
wait, and I went and did something that he's told. Oh no.
But point taken, yes, they
Yeah, we
potentially could suffer some danger.
So it's
Could
kind of
suffer danger even if not living here. If
That is also true.
true, but here's going to be more of a target than not here.
I think lay out risk and let her choose.
Okay,
What
It's
about
fine.
35? She can stay here,
What if?
and we tell her what might, there could be a possibility of action taken, and I like Rith's idea of telling her what, there could be a possibility that somebody could come, and we wanted to give it to her up front and give her the extra pay to hopefully compensate.
What about? I mean, also as an option. No, I mean, all of that stuff, sure, and this could just be added on. But like, we're thinking about training people or teaching people. Like, what if we also offer, if she's interested, to show
Training
her
her.
a way to protect herself?
Self-defense.
I mean, let's be honest. She likes music, and I know how to do stuff with music.
True, and if she can paint, she could have good reflexes. Because it takes some dexterity to paint. You have to be very precise.
Rith chuckles a little as he watches.
I'm not sure that track.
I
Wax
did.
on, wax off.
Yeah, I did hear this thing where like you can wipe the bar down, clean it off. Wipe the bar down, clean it off. Oh.
I really don't see how that like it contributes to combat capability.
Maybe it's more like
Think of
taking your
painting with
jacket off
dagger.
and putting your jacket on. Ah, that sounds weird.
Think of painting with a dagger.
You're just gonna cut the
Yeah, but
canvas.
it's like an up and down, not a stab.
You don't have to always go stab. There's a
Okay,
slice.
then it's stab.
But anyway, we can teach her some self-defense. She may already know some. Also.
So 30, 35?
35? Sound okay with everyone?
Sure.
Sounds good.
I feel like we should definitely let her know ahead of time though, like, hey, there might be some danger involved because
Yes.
maybe not explicitly list out the people that hate us already, like we
that's
just
probably-
did.
Yeah. Let's not
But-
go that far into it, but I agree in letting her know that there could be people that might show up in the future, possibly. You never know. Okay, I'll go get her.
Okay.
I'll kind of peek out the door and
You see him standing about 25 feet away by the tree that's to the left of the main door.
Hey, you want to come back in?
Like, oh, yeah, if you're ready for us.
Yes.
Okay. Come in and take a seat back down. Okay. So, guess what did you decide?
So we have talked it over, and we have decided we'd like to offer you the job. Um, we've decided on 35 gold a month. You would be able to stay here. But we do want to add that there could be a bit of danger involved, possibly. There are, there could be some people that dislike the missions we go on, or that, may have thoughts that we have slighted them in some way, and there's a possibility they could find out where we're staying and that. We would be more than willing to, if you don't have any training so far, to train you in some self-defense. And that way better prepare you for if someone does show up that's of ill intent.
Just kind of looks like over to Shelby, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I mean like the risks, or like what happened with me, with the guy. Oh, yeah, that guy. Um, um. Well, I don't have any kind of formal training. I was not really all that great with a lot of the weapons that some of the people from my dad's tribe used. And then I ended up spending more time around my mom in the city, so wasn't really trained a whole lot in that regards. So I can understand the risks. That's for the 10 extra gold. I would be more than happy to accept the training and take the position. Just like, I guess, would there be, what would be the allotment, I guess, for the supplies that you need to purchase each month? For cooking and I guess maintaining what you guys would need around here? Or
Pretty much how I see it is you let us know what you need, and we'll,
okay.
Leave that amount if we're not going to be here.
Or we
Okay.
could just leave, like, say we're like, here's 30 gold. Let us know when it's getting low or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Retainer.
That would be fine.
Kind of like a bank.
Well, if you're not here all the time, then obviously I wouldn't have to purchase as much, just enough for myself. But that would be agreeable.
You won't have to focus too much on meat. I'm sure you noticed the ham and other curings.
I did notice the salted meats that were in there. I'd be more than happy to use those if you want me to as well.
It's just what I used to do, so they'll be there.
Okay. Yeah, I could use those too. Well, yeah, I'd be happy to accept. When would you want me to start?
I mean,
As soon as you're ready.
yeah.
It's
Okay. You said you have a cart.
we do.
Okay. Well, like I said, I only have a few furnishings in the place. Just my bed, and then, like I said, my I have a chest that I got from my mom, and then my art supplies and my instrument, and I should be good. I could be back tomorrow.
Yeah, we can come over and bring the cart and get you loaded up and
Okay.
get you over here.
Great. I will get myself ready in the morning, and I guess anytime after midday would be fine.
That sounds great.
Okay. Um, Excellent. I will put together a list of supplies that I might need, or I can go out and get them tomorrow if you'd like. And
Yeah.
Okay, great. Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's like, well, I'll go uh, clean up, and I can leave my cooking stuff here, and yeah, I'll just go cleaned up.
Okay.
And she kind of smile at Shelby and go off. And she goes around the corner. Shelby will be like, "Thank you for giving her the opportunity."
Thank you for giving us the recommendation.
Well, there are people still sometimes look at half orcs a little bit differently, but well, I figured you wouldn't mind as much.
We all
No.
like food.
No offense to any of you. but-
Yeah, I was gonna say, oddly enough, a few of us understand.
I don't think we have a human in the party. So
I look human.
Lilith is kind of like half a human. Yeah, no, you guys are a motley crew. Kovac looks like like an elf that never sees the sunlight, and Rowan looks like a human, aside from the purple eyes now.
Mhm. I hide my stuff well.
Yep. Like, but thank you. She's very deserving of your opportunity and money.
She's going to be a real big asset for us.
Good. Just to forewarn you, I might be stopping by if she's cooking something that I like.
Oh, you're always more than welcome.
She's like, good.
Plus, we have some training to do.
Oh, yeah. Kind of glances over towards you, Kelnor, and yeah. Kind of. Then her eyes just kind of skate across everybody. I'm ready to start something. So
Riss has even picked up some practice weapons.
that's a good place to start. Don't know if I'd really feel comfortable handling something sharp and pointy. Well, I'm not uncomfortable with some of it, but as far as the extra practice and whatnot, we tended to use some padded weapons at the guard hall. Didn't really do any training in the post office itself. That's more business, But back at the barracks, we use some padded weapons occasionally. Well, I'll go help her out, and that way.
Before you go,
I'm just gonna head back there myself.
Okay.
um, there is something that we need to discuss.
I'll stop. Come back.
Like, oh,
um, maybe, and I hope you understand this. Rith might be the best person to talk about it.
okay. Uh, kind of look over towards you, Rith. Well, I'm all ears.
He shrugs, looks at Lilith. Lilith brought up. Lilith talk.
Okay. So, um, evidently, Rith has been approached by Rebecca.
Rebecca.
She is the person, I guess, quote unquote, who was involved in the incident with you.
With um with you're talking about with Palin and
Yes.
the transforming bit
Yeah.
when they looked like, she points over at you, Rowan, like you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know it's not a comfortable subject, but
Um. Hmm. Okay. What did she have to say?
she she was asking for help. She is claiming to be enslaved, and she is asking for our help. But we all agreed that we should talk with you first.
Um. Hmm. Well, I mean, to be
I hate to ruin a good
perfectly
night, but
frank, I would tell her to piss off. Um,
that's fair enough.
if she's asking for your help, though, um, hmm,
I think
I would trust you to do the right thing. She'll kind of glance over towards you, Kelnoran. You've never done anything bad by me. She'll kind of address all of you and just. Mm, I don't really care to be involved or hear about it, to be honest. but if it was my vote, I don't know what she is, but she can burn in Hades for all I care.
That's kind of where she's from.
Oh, well, wherever they have to go when they're bad, that would be where I would tell her to go.
Understandable.
But I'm trying to move past that, so if you decide that you want to help her do whatever it is that she's going to do next, then that is your choice.
We just thought that it would be right to speak with you about it. That we were approached.
I can see your point. She'll look over towards you, Rith. Careful. I did not enjoy my time, or what happened to me because of her, or it, or whatever she is. But
I do understand.
be careful. I like to think of you as a friend.
As I view you as friend.
Well, I'm gonna go help Ilga now, and that way we can get out of your hair. Thanks again for her, and
It was our pleasure.
for thinking about me in this, but yeah. All right. She will get up and move very quickly out of the room.
I look at Lilith. Need work on timing.
Yeah,
Very, very bad timing. I walk out.
Just out of the room, or
Yep,
Okay.
just out of the room.
All right.
maybe we could have, I don't know, workshopped the pitch a little bit.
That went exactly as I anticipated.
You were very correct.
Kind of how I thought it would go, so
Kovac, did you want to move your stuff to the other room? I'll help.
Yeah. Seems like a good time to do it.
I mean, if she's moving in tomorrow, we got to do it before tomorrow.
That is true.
Even though we were
Wow, there's a lot of
neighbors.
turns to get to that other room. Hope your pivot skills are up to par here.
Pivot.
Before
Pivot.
before we move you out, I mean, we're hardly going to be here. That one's empty and far more spacious. We should just let her have that one.
that would.
My
give
only
us room for her
thought was
stuff.
she had a little more protection back there, but yeah, that is true. Whatever you guys want to do.
It kind of gives her a little bit more room for her stuff.
We could.
She's gonna have all
Ron-
kinds of room for activities.
Say, Ron,
Right.
we could double bunk in that one and knock the wall down between our old rooms.
That's true. Then our room
Give
will be the
Rith
same
something
as
to do.
everyone else's.
Just gotta check the plans and make sure it's not load supporting, right? Load bearing wall. I mean,
I think you're good. I mean, looking at it.
probably.
While we're at it, we could knock out the other room and have direct entry into the kitchen for midnight snacks.
That would be kind of nice.
Well, if you do that, then she would be great for that room. Because that way she'd have direct access to the kitchen.
For her midnight snacks.
Yes.
Next thing you know, the wall between Rith's room and your guys' room comes down, so that way he can go through.
Yeah, that way he just goes through.
And that entire corner's just one big room. Where everybody's just passing through.
So forget this adventuring thing. We're just going to go into contracting. Interior design.
I'll help you move, but I can only carry the smaller stuff.
I mean, I could probably help her do all of it. No problem.
Oh, I was talking about Kovacs tonight.
Kovac, are you just gonna stay in your room then?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
That's
never
the-
mind then. Yeah, that's right.
that's the consensus here. I'll just hang out there.
I'll go ask. I'll leave it up to her.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess we should do that too.
Just call us Bender. We're sleeping in a closet.
I will head back to the kitchen.
Okay.
Wait, she's gone though.
Open the door. Real slow.
Okay. There's some aggressive scrubbing of pots going on. You step in, and the scene you're greeted with is like Shelby's by the bucket where they have the water, just like vigorously scrubbing some of the pans, and Ilga's just kind of standing there, like watching her, as a slightly shocked. Like she's not really sure if she should approach.
Would you two like any help?
Oh, I mean, and it's not. You don't have to. It's. We have just a few more dishes to clean up. But I mean, if you want to, it's fine.
Of course. So, we were wondering if you would prefer the room just outside the kitchen here, or the one near the front door. The one on your right when you come in. The one is bigger than the other, but one is also directly next to all of ours and not separated from the rest.
Oh, well, I mean, I would never seek to impose myself and take something that was bigger than anything any of you guys had. I mean, this is your place after all.
If we're basing it off the size of our rooms, it would be equal to Lilith's.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm as long as I have a place to set up my painting materials, I'm fine with any size, to be honest. I don't want to be a whatever's easiest, I guess.
Okay. Uh, well, Lilith is super excited to have you here. Uh, she is under the impression that your artistic skills will lend themselves mightily to combat. I don't quite see the
Um,
connection.
I mean, I've heard of people using, I guess, like instruments or like singing or stuff for like magic. I've seen some people do some interesting things while performing, I guess. But
But
I've never done anything like that.
Rowan does that type of stuff. It's his specialty.
Oh,
But I don't.
who's which? She's like, I'm sorry, I don't. It's
Uh,
like I should have
he
probably gotten names
the
when we were in there. I didn't think about it, but
the purple-eyed gentleman in purple.
okay, all right. Like Shelby, is that the guy? She's still. She's like, oh, okay, yes. Him. Yeah, okay. And Lilith was the one who came to see me, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't ask your name.
Well, it's complicated, but if you're going to be here, you can call me Kelnorn.
Okay, okay. I'm Ilga, as you probably already know. And then the Dragonborn fellow,
That would be Rith, and
Rith.
our um, elven friend is Kovac.
He's really pale, isn't he?
He, he likes to read.
Oh, okay. I mean, I
Touch grass, nerd.
guess that kind of makes sense.
Not a lot of outdoor activity, you know.
Okay. So Rith, Kovac, Kelnorin, and Rowan. Okay. Okay. Uh, but yeah, I mean, if she thinks that my artistic skills could be used in combat somehow, I'll be interested to see.
I'm a little curious myself. I couldn't figure it out, to be honest.
Well,
You will have a variety of things to choose from if you want to learn. Uh, Kovac is pretty much good with any weapon as far as I can tell. Uh, Risk likes the hammer, so uh, he can teach you about hammers.
yeah, I've tried those. Not really my thing. Um, my dad's people use that a lot, and I just
Uh, uh, Lilith is she prefers the bow and arrow. In fact, I'm not sure what she would do if she actually had to stab something at any time. Rowan's pretty good with the blades. I can teach you how to use sticks. Yeah,
for like making fires or
I I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm probably only familiar with the same type of tribal weapons your father was.
oh, okay. Uh, well, I mean,
Which I would, if you want or willing, I'd love to hear about it. like your family, because it's going to come out eventually here. You're going to hear all our crap. So
Well, I mean, it's not really anything that I necessarily. That's not true. I don't really share it with a whole lot of people unless, like, I've told Shelby, and Niha, they both know, but Niha's got some. She and I deal with kind of the same stuff, so, but no, I mean, I'd be happy to talk about it. I think I can trust you guys, I mean, based on what Shelby's told me. So, sure.
only when you want, you know. Also, there's no need to like uh be overly formal here. None of
Okay.
us are, well, maybe Lilith. The rest of us aren't really used to that a whole lot.
Yeah, it seems pretty relaxed out there. Um, wasn't sure what to expect, to be honest. I only talked with Lilith, and I mean, she was dressed pretty nice. Um, but
She's she's a lady.
oh, okay. Is that how she prefers to be addressed? I mean, I don't want to offend or anything.
I mean, I've never called it that to her face. So
Okay. Well, maybe I'll just be safe.
it would probably make her happy. Right?
Uh, well, yeah. No, like I said, whichever room would make it easier for you guys, I'm perfectly fine with. I don't want to be a burden or anything like that. So, I just appreciate the opportunity.
I don't I don't think you'll be a burden at all. In fact, you'll probably be carrying at least a few of us on our lack of skills and whatnot. Uh, but glad you're here. I'll go let them know.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, before I go, and I'll get into my money pouch and be like, here's 5 gold. You can expect that from me every month. I kind of wanted to give you the 40, but I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, we agreed to 35. This feels better to me. So you'll have the extra 5.
Wow. Thank you.
Right.
I appreciate it. I mean, really, I do. I mean, I don't really know what to say. This is beyond my expectations, to be honest with you. So,
Well, glad you're here. And I'll walk out.
okay.
All right. I asked you guys. He wants us to do the easiest thing. So the big room.
Sounds good.
Yep. The one that's the least amount of trouble, to be more precise. And that's the big one. I'm
Okay.
gonna go see what it looks like to open the door.
Okay. So you open the door, and yeah, I mean, it's a fairly large room, roughly about 20 by 15. Has a fireplace that's situated almost not quite directly across from the wall, but just like offset to the left. There's a single window that's off to the offset to the right, and then it's just a open floor plan in there.
Really dusty.
There's some dust in there, yeah. Probably use some tidying up. The window's
Although-
shut too. The shutters are closed. All that. So
We'll find like a rag or something. Start dusting.
okay.
I'll go in and help him.
All right. So two of you get some.
I'll go walk to the door and look. Wow. I think this room's bigger than mine.
It is the same, and I'll just look at her.
Okay. You guys got this covered. And I'll walk out.
That was easy, better than I thought it would be.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Go back to cleaning.
Yep. Kvetch, are you staying in the dining area?
Yep.
Okay. So, probably about half hour or so after Kelnorn went back, talked to them briefly, and came back out. Shelby and Ilga come out, and they're like, well, we got everything cleaned up. Most of the stuff just sitting back in there, but we'll go ahead and head out.
Thank you again.
But thank you. I'll be ready tomorrow.
And we will see you tomorrow afternoon.
Excellent.
Would you like one of us to walk you ladies home?
No, that's not necessary. I mean, Shelby can handle it. Big. Yeah, she's like, I'm a big tough guard, so you know.
Is this true? Are you sure?
Yeah, we'll be okay. Think so. It's not too far.
I'm going to follow as a house cat, just to make sure they're safe.
Okay. So you wait till they leave and then transform into a cat and go out?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll open the door for Kelnorn so he can go out as the cat.
Okay.
I'll rub against her leg as I leave.
All right. So, Rith, you'll see them approaching. So,
All right.
actually,
And as they approach, I'll speak up and say, "Evening."
Shelby, Rith, what are you doing out here?
Wanted to talk with you.
Okay. Well,
Helgas can stay. It's fine. Wanted to apologize for Lilith bringing up the bad memory tonight. Was ill-timed.
Yeah, You know, I wouldn't have preferred to discuss it. But at the same time, I'm attempting to not run away from it.
Understand.
It's why are you listening to her?
She has never harmed me and has in some ways helped me understand Common more. Understand that she did wrong with you. She indicated that it was due to her being under someone else's control. Willing to listen to what she says, not guarantee to help, but can promise Shelby that any ill intentions will destroy her.
So she's stands there for about there's about 45 seconds to a minute of just like silence after you finish talking. Okay. Now, I mean, she didn't just do bad by me. If you guys hadn't been there, I'd be dead.
Understand.
That was hard for me to. Hard as it was. Hell, was traumatic. It was very difficult to get over that and to get past that piece and to even see Rowan again, because it's fuzzy to remember what happened, but she might say she was under someone's control, but I remember she seemed to have enjoyed what was going on at the time frame.
I have too been controlled and enjoyed self when trying to kill my other party members.
She kind of takes a step closer towards you and puts her hand, like reaches up and puts her hand on your shoulder. I'll trust you. Sometimes I think you see the world a little bit black and white. So I know that you're not. I know you would not do anything to hurt me and the others, so be careful.
As I will. Reason why I was not this early planning to talk with group about listening to her, because I value several of their opinions on matters, as they are more versed than me.
Well, just be careful, okay? And, you know, if you feel like it, you can swing your hammer at her for me. I wouldn't mind.
Will do. Once hammer back.
Yeah, where is it?
Hammer getting improved.
Oh.
With magic.
Oh.
So better to hit things that I couldn't hit before.
You guys are doing well then.
Have done well, yes.
Maybe I should have had her ask for more money.
I argued for more, 35, which is what we gave.
I was kidding, Rith. I was kidding.
Good food. It was good food.
Ilga be like, thanks. I tried to put forward some of my best. Uh, you can see her. She's kind of like stepping back and forth a little bit, kind of like pacing side by side, like just shifting her weight. Well, we're gonna head home. I appreciate you talking with me.
Your friendship means a lot to me.
Good. I've
More than other friendships.
You're gonna make me cry, Rith. So, I'm gonna go. Thank you.
Be well.
She will just move in. She actually moves in, like hugs you.
I'll let her hug me.
Good night.
Farewell. I'll just stay there as they walk so that I can keep an eye for a minute.
Okay. What are you doing, Kelnorn?
Just kind of sitting there, not trying to be hidden, but not trying to be obvious, and then follow
Okay.
after.
Follow after them? Okay. Yeah. They continue on. Yeah, there's a cat that goes by you, Rith.
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah. Just, you see a cat walk by, you're like, oh, there's a cat. Cool. All right.
I mean, I'm sure I see several throughout the day.
There are cats everywhere. I mean, not necessarily everywhere, but you've seen alley
Yeah.
cats. I mean, nothing new.
All right, I'll head once they kind of out of sight or further into the city. I'll turn back and head.
Yeah, I mean, it's well lit inside the city, so I mean, you can watch them for a while, and they kind of mingle into the crowds that are walking through the streets and whatnot.
Actually, it's just after supper, right?
It's I
Or
mean,
dinner?
it's like in between like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and sun's going down. So yeah, it's the
I'll
night
go to the
starting.
pit. I'll just hang out at the pit for the night.
Okay. Just watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Maybe if the monk person that I've been talking with too before is there, I might pitch joining us for some training.
Okay. The woman or
Oh yeah.
okay.
I forget the name.
It's somewhere in here.
Yeah, I have it somewhere
got-
too.
I've got cards.
It's all right.
It's all right. Got so many cards with like notes and stuff that I've taken personally for things. But okay. So
I'm gonna form a
Rith-
second group
it's
just for Shelly.
diversifying.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Kelnorn, how far do you follow him in?
I'm just trying to learn where Helga lives.
Where Ilga lives? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. That's the first place they head to. So she's not far from where Shelby lives, kind of in that same section of the city. So you can get a beat on where her house is. With your Outlander trait, I mean, you could find your way back here fairly easily. It looks like it's a multi-dwelling type building.
Okay.
So, like a lot of other buildings in this part of the city. So, a lot of multi-family houses. So, but all right. Anything else you're doing afterwards?
No.
Just heading back?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and give high or low.
We'll go high.
Okay. So she will be there. If you want to speak to her, we'll get her names later. But so you're just talking to her about.
Yeah, about potentially joining our group that we're looking at potentially making a second group going, and Tom Tack might show interest, and we might have another interest, and seeing if she has any interest.
Okay. She'll indicate that she's had formal training before. Belonged to an order. Hasn't really considered adventuring as like part of a group before or doing anything to that extent, like the charters. I mean, recently she's had. She'll say she has had a group contact her, but didn't quite feel right. But she, if you've talked to Tom Tech, she'll talk with him and kind of get his approach, opinions too. She's familiar with him.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I think he and I have been in the pit together. A bit. Well, I don't say this in any kind of malice or demeaning him, but he's a bit rough around the edges with his style. Still formidable, but he could use some training.
Agreed. I have offered.
Still very nice man.
Yes.
Very nice man. So, where are you at?
I'll give her her location.
Okay. Are you going to be in town for a while?
Next few days for sure.
All right. Well, I have some plans tomorrow for sure, but maybe I'll stop by the day after.
Look forward to it.
All right. Thank you. Rith, right? I think I've seen you here quite a few times, so
Yes.
whatever her name is, I'll figure it out. I have it written down somewhere.
Sorry.
Too many notes. All right. Anything else for Rith?
That's it.
All right. So, next day, everybody?
I don't have
Everybody.
anything particularly planned for this day.
Okay. So, everybody ready to move to the next day then?
Yeah.
Okay. So, day starts. Anybody doing anything today other than helping with the Ilga move or anything else?
At some point, I'll go gather herbalist supplies.
Okay. When do you want to do that since you're normally an early riser?
If I can get it done before we need to head over to get her stuff, I'll do it then. If not,
Okay.
I'll wait till tonight.
I mean, you know of some patches where you could potentially find the stuff. You'll just have to go out there and check. See, I mean, some of the materials you get, you're getting into the midpoint to end part of like fall season for the most part. So a lot of the natural wildlife in this area might start going into its winter hibernation probably in the next 4 to 6 weeks or so. So you can go that way and take a gander if you'd like.
Sure.
Go ahead and give me a survival check looking for your stuff.
I need permission to pull up my character sheet, sir.
Oh, do you? Not. Let's see, can I? Okay. Oh, dang it. I might have just shut everything down. Let's see. Does that give you options there?
Nope, not yet.
Huh. Okay. Hang
I think I can do it here though.
on. Okay.
I'll do it the hard way.
All right. I'm not sure what the problems are with it.
Nice. That would be a total of 11.
11. Okay. So yeah, I mean a lot of the flora that you might need kind of changing with the season, but I mean you do find, if so, are you just limiting yourself based on the time you need to get back
Yeah.
and help? Okay. I would say you find enough materials probably for 2 potions.
Okay.
At this point. Just with the time constraints, it's
Right.
But yeah, you find some more materials.
Cool.
All right. Anybody else doing anything today?
This is the next day.
Yep.
Once Iglar's place would open, I'd probably go there and wait
Okay.
because Jared was supposed to be in town today.
Yep. So
And I don't know where he's going, so I'm gonna wait at Iglar's place.
okay. I like it. All right. So you make your way over there. I mean, Arglars tends to open mid-morning-ish, in between like 9 and 10 for the most part each day. So I mean, if you're wanting to head over there by in between that time frame.
Probably like 10, we'll say.
Okay. All right. So you head over there, walk on inside. You'll see one of the girls behind the counter there that
Sorry.
you're familiar with. Oh, you're fine.
Bless you.
That you're familiar with, and she'll see you come in. Good morning. How may I help you today?
Yeah, Mr. Iglar said that a mutual friend of ours was coming into town today. I don't know exactly what time or where he's coming, so I thought I would just kind of wait here, if that's okay. I mean, I can buy something if that makes it better.
So Master Arglar was expecting you?
No, I don't think he was expecting me, but like I said, a mutual friend of ours is coming into town, and I don't know if he's coming here or where, so.
Okay. I can go back and see if he's in yet. He might be back in his office at this point, just preparing for the day. I haven't checked for him myself, but I can go look for him if you'd like.
I mean, it's up to you. It's no biggie, really. I mean, I can just like grab some food and chill for a little bit.
Very well. What would you like me just to bring you anything in particular, or just something to snack on?
You know what? Whatever's your favorite.
Okay. Very well. If you'd like to grab yourself a table, I'll bring you something out.
I'll sit at one where I can like face the door.
Okay. All right. So about 10 minutes later, you see a tray that gets slid over that has it's like a piece of like a baguette with like looks like some brie cheese that's just kind of smeared onto the plate, and a bottle of wine slides onto the table, and someone sits across from you. You see Iglar there. He's like, Rowan, good morning.
Hello.
She came back and told me that you were waiting for our mutual acquaintance.
Yeah, I didn't know where he was going to show up, and I just thought maybe if he would come here, so I thought I would wait here.
Well, yeah, I think he was eventually coming by. I believe he should be here soon. Man, I can go check and see if he's showed up at our mutual acquaintance's place yet.
Nah, I mean it's not a big deal. I mean I'm fine. Like,
Oh,
no
yeah, no,
hurry.
it's. I mean, he was the one who requested that I contact you, so I'm guessing he's equally anxious to see you too. So I mean, it's not. You're not asking me to go out and like kill a dragon or something. So
Could you though if I asked you?
I could. You know it.
Nice.
You know I could.
Nice.
Singing a nice song. Kill it with kindness. That's what I do.
That's a good tactic.
But no, it's not a big deal. I'll go check and I'll be back. All right.
Sure.
Enjoy your food.
Thanks.
That was just baked this morning, I believe. So
Yeah, apparently it's her favorite.
she does. The brie cheese is quite good with that particular one, and that wine's pairs with it pretty well. So enjoy. He will head off and gone for about half hour when he comes back in with Jared in tow behind him. He sees you and Rowan. It's boy, it's good to hear from you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you. And I just kind of
was-
I briskly walk over and just like give him a big hug.
Yeah, he returns. He's like, I was very happy to receive your letter. You said you were well. Let's sit down. Please tell me about what's happened. I mean, being in a place like this, Aguilar said that you've been changing the world up here, making a huge impact, changing lives and saving people left and right, and
Yeah.
using all those skills that I taught you to.
They've come in really handy.
I told you they would.
I mean, I've learned a few other things along the way, but
Life is the greatest of teachers, so
absolutely. Now I understand like why you liked doing this so much.
it is exciting. It's also exciting to. I would also be very excited to hear about what's happened, what you have done, what you've achieved, the people you've met, people you saved, the foes you vanquished.
There's been plenty of them, trust me.
I do. I believe you. So he will sit and, if you want to, tell him about some of the things. What are some of the things you'd like to tell him about?
We'll lead off with the Manticore
Mm.
and the Chimera.
Okay. Impressive. I've faced a Chimera once. I have not had the privilege, we'll say, of facing a Manticore myself, but I've heard it's quite the fearsome beast.
Yeah, but I don't know how you did it, but for me it's much easier when you have friends.
Well, yes, of course. My travels involved others, not always the same group, but others. And your companions, tell me of them.
All right, so the one I know the most, I've been traveling with this friend for years, like 2 years. I mean, almost since I left. He's very in tune with nature.
I've known the type, yes.
He's a furbolg.
Oh. That's don't generally see a whole lot of those in the cities.
That's true. I don't know that I've seen a whole lot since I've been with this man. But it's been a wild ride.
Excellent. And I'm assuming you've become the best of friends, right?
Yeah,
Many good stories to tell along the way.
all kinds. Just too many to bring up right now. So,
Of course, of course. And who else?
well, then there's a dragonborn fellow. His name is Rith. He's not very well versed in common, so he's a man of few words, literally. There are two words that he really likes to scream in fights, and that's taste hammer. He's an angry lad. Sometimes.
Hopefully not at you, of course.
Oh, there was a couple times, yeah, actually.
I thought I taught you better than that.
Well, no, it wasn't anything I did.
Okay.
You trust me, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. And then there's we have a lady with us. She's very small. She likes to hide and shoot arrows at things.
Oh, okay. So, lurking from the shadows and striking at the precise and most opportune time.
That's what we're gonna go with. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds exciting.
And then the last teammate that we've been working with. I'm not gonna lie. It took a little bit to kind of warm up to him. He's actually good with common, but still sometimes a man of few words. Except for the words in a book. He likes books. His name's Kovac. He needs to get out in the sun more. But he's elven.
Yes.
And he's actually teaching me how to be better with my weapons.
Okay. It's good to continue your training.
It's been super helpful. He he may have saved mine and my furbolg friend Kerr's life, like literally, because we died and now we're undead. Wait, we're not undead, but we're not dead anymore.
You died.
Yeah. It was actually a day after I sent you the letter.
I was going to say that was not in the letter.
It happened afterwards.
But you're better now, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. And this Kovac fellow, he's the one that's responsible, so he's like a priest of some sort?
He knows one.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's not necessarily about what you know, but who you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you said your Furbolg friend's name is Kerr?
He has many names.
Okay.
Apparently, he has like a different name for every race calls him a different name or something. I kind of learned this recently, so you'll probably call him something else because we haven't met any tabaxis yet. So the only, I mean, there's like street cats running around, but they can't talk, you know.
Haha, that's amusing. That's You better be careful. I'll talk to them and make sure that they pee in your shoes the next time you take them off.
That's rude. Probably stink too. I don't want that. Don't do that. But we formed an adventurers guild, or not a guild, but a charter.
Iglar had mentioned that you had been busy inside the city doing stuff around here. So, and the name of your group? I assume you have one that you've helped wordsmith?
We're the Outlanders. It's fitting if you saw us all standing together.
Furbolg, a dragonborn, a pale elf, and a very small person.
Yeah.
Yeah, could see that. That's quite good.
We're thinking about trying to take in some new members and train them ourselves.
Well, I hope you pass on the lessons that I taught you.
I mean, I have a good opportunity possibly starting soon to do that.
Good. The arts in the way of music and the powers that we can use are, it's good to pass those on to people, so that way they can tell their own stories.
Absolutely. So, how's things back home?
Well, I check in on your parents every now and then when I can. They aren't always the most receptive, to say the least, but it's your father is still a bit sullen or withdrawn, I guess. Sticks to his work a lot, and same with your mother. They've been diving in and assume attempting to deal with their sorrows the only way that they know possible, but it's not your doing.
I know.
So, but they are well enough. It's hard for those when they lose someone that is close to them, and even harder when they choose to blame someone who is equally close. So, how are you?
I'm doing really good. I've found someone to help me with the coping, I guess.
Good.
And if I tell you something, don't tell anyone back home.
I mean, I wouldn't share anything you didn't want me to.
I have a lead on Phoebe, and she might still be alive.
Kind of sits forward, leans a little closer. Are you certain?
Not 100%, but it's better than 0.
Well, yes, I would agree. What did you find out? How did you find this out?
That's yeah. That's a question. Okay. Um,
If you're not comfortable explaining how necessarily,
No. It's fine. I trust you with like anything.
well, good. I mean, you know that I value our friendship, and think of you as if I had children as one of my own. But
So,
what did you find out?
you know that elfish friend of mine that needs more sun.
Sure.
So he's not from around here.
Okay.
It's
Is he
very
from our area?
very dark, and shadowy.
Okay.
Anyway, he knows someone there that helped me in some arcane ways.
Okay.
And I don't know what it was or how it worked, but we were tasked, our group, with going to the Shadowfell recently. And we found a little girl that was also from near home. But she told me what happened to her, and I had to fight some monsters to help her get to the light.
Okay. You met a girl in the Shadowfell. Came from.
She's no longer with us. She's not alive.
Ah.
I think they said I went to her mind. Basically, I think I was talking like to her soul.
Okay. I've heard of individuals doing that, just in a slightly different way. Generally, those that are priests type individuals can sometimes ask questions of dead people, but you held a conversation with her.
Yeah, I mean, like where I was, she was essentially like a physical being.
Oh, okay. All right, and so she came from our area.
Yeah, she from Blackle Blade?
It's on the western part of the forest.
Yeah. Or
I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
she but she was telling me about some signs she saw while people were taking her to do some kind of ritual on her. And the actually, oddly enough, I know somebody from the town that she was possibly taken to. But anyway, she asked me to help her find the light, so I was helping her find the light to go. And when we found the light, it was Phoebe.
Okay. So this girl is dead, correct?
Yes.
And the light that was guiding her was Phoebe.
Yeah.
But you believe that Phoebe is still alive and guiding her somehow from the side, or
Maybe.
how did she say how she knew Phoebe?
They were together um at one point.
They were both taken by the same person?
Yeah.
Same. This is quite the dark and sinister plot you've been drawn into.
Yeah,
And you know where to go next.
kind of. But I've also got I'm supposed to meet with another person that from where I think this girl was taken anyway, so maybe I can get more leads.
Do you think Phoebe's there?
I don't know. I'm just trying to learn a little about what's happened before I just rush in, because I feel that if I just run in head first, I'll probably run into a wall.
Well, I don't know if I would have the same restraint, but the rational side of me believes that you are correct. I'm impressed that you've decided to be temperate. Is there anything you need from me? Anything I can help with?
I don't know at this moment. I mean, honestly, it was just sprung on me that you were coming, so.
Oh, I received your letter, and it had been several years since we had spoken. So I did not want to miss the opportunity.
I'm glad that you. I mean, I'm glad you came.
Well, it's been a while since I'd seen Iglar as well, so it was good. It was good to travel up or to come here. Have you talked to him about this? He's very-
Yeah, he's the one. Oddly enough, we know the same person, and that's the person that's supposed to be coming from the other place.
Iglar is. I'm good at what I do. Iglar is. Well, don't tell him. Don't tell him I told you this, but he's probably better.
I'll never let him know.
Okay.
Although he
Appreciate
did
it.
tell me that he could kill a dragon earlier alone, so
Wow. He is prone to wild exaggeration as well, so you can tell him I told you that.
are you planning to be here long?
I'll be in town for a while, so I don't necessarily have anything pressing that I need to get back to right away. So maybe a 10-day.
Oh wait, I know one thing that could help, but it's not like a rush.
Okay. What?
I'm gonna take out the carved bird figurine
Okay.
and give it to him, and then ask him. I mean, I know it won't be easy because I don't know their last name, but could you give it to the girl's parents in Black Blade? All I know is her name is Carly. The parents' name are Leon and Bailey. The father is like I guess like a carver or a furniture maker or woodworker.
Okay. I mean, I know some. I've been to Black Blade a few times. I know some individuals there. I can certainly ask them. Was she taken around the same time as Phoebe?
I mean, it had to be if they were together. I don't know, like if they were taken at the same time, but they were definitely in the same place at the same time at one point.
Okay.
But I just want them to like know that. I mean, she's not good, but she's better now.
No, I understand. Some closure.
Right.
As soon as I return, I will contact the people that I know and have them start looking. And then when I get back, I will see that this is returned.
Guess while you're here, would you like to see where we live?
Of course.
Let's go.
All right. He will follow you back towards Outlanders Inn.
I like the name.
Yep. Rith, you had something you wanted to take care of?
Yeah, I remembered it from last time. I'm gonna head to the magic shop.
Okay.
And I'm gonna inquire about the flower from the Shadowfell.
Okay. So come in, and one of the few times that you've come in, you actually see El Hazir back there. Looks like he's going over some books and whatnot. The bell rings. Unlike his common self, he doesn't look up right away, as your footsteps approach, he looks up. Oh, Rith, it is great to see you again. As he greets you in Draconic, just closes a book and slides it forward, kind of underneath the counter. Sorry, I was absorbed in something. I heard the bell and did not offer you my customary greeting. I apologize.
All is well. No worries on my side.
How can I help you?
I had left a flower from the Shadowfell, I think is what it was referred to, with one of your representatives when you were out, and I was returning to see if you had had a chance to review it and see if you are interested.
Yes, I did pass that along to an alchemist that I know who was rather intrigued by the specimen and was interested in procuring it to potentially do some study and see if there were any kind of alchemical uses that they would be able to obtain from it. So I did, as a precursor, agree to a deal, and it is not in any way finalized. So if you don't agree with it, then I will go back and let them know that the offer was retracted. But they were offering to provide you with 100 gold pieces for the specimen.
100 gold pieces would work fine.
Very well. I will. He's like, well, I received the payment from them as a matter of good faith, and I left the specimen with them, with the understanding that they would not do anything with it until I obtained your approval. But he'll bring the bag out and set it there, and say, "There you are."
Wonderful. I appreciate the business.
Of course. Always happy to be the middleman for people that are interested in things that others bring back. It's quite the interesting specimen. If I had more time, I would have been interested myself, but duty calls.
That I hear. Well, I will let you get back to it.
Yes.
That was all I had.
On a personal note, your mall is coming along nicely. I've been able to achieve more in the time that I've had so far than I thought, but it's progressing nicely.
Perfect. I look forward to having it back in my hands.
Me as well. So, have a good day.
You as well. All right, I'll head back out.
Anybody else have anything for today?
Besides helping someone move? Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back to the tailor and just get a small piece of cloth. Nothing too huge, just nothing fancy.
Okay. Just any type of cloth in general,
Yeah,
or
just a piece of like white cloth
okay.
that I could use my thread with, thread needles.
So I mean, he has some scraps that he's willing to part with if you want him. So that's if you just want a scrap, that's fine.
Yeah,
He'll just pass it over.
and that's it.
All right. So, Rowan, you bring Jared back to the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to do while you're there, or
If anyone's there, it would just be like introductions and.
so Kerr would be the only one not there, I believe, since he's out doing the gathering. So, depending on how long you stay there with him would be dependent upon whether or not Kerr comes back or is there. So you're probably, I don't know, a little before 11 when you get back there. Kerr's still out, but everybody else is in.
Hey guys. And Lilith.
Yes.
Got somebody I want you guys to meet. This is Jared. This is my friend and mentor from back home.
Oh. Pleased to meet you, good sir.
It's very nice to meet.
That's Lady Lilith. She'll let you know.
He will
That I am.
do a very proper bow. Say, very nice to meet you, Lady Lilith. Say, I just in town for a brief visit, but Rowan has spoke very highly of all of you, and Eiglar was regaling me with the impression and notoriety that your group has already achieved. Quite spectacular.
We have been quite busy.
All right, see if you can figure out which ones the other two are from the descriptions I gave you.
So, well, I would assume that, well, the pale elf, as you called him, but if I'm not mistaken, your name is Kovac and you are Shadar Kai.
That is correct. Very good.
That means pale elf, right?
Yes. Sure.
Yes, exactly. Precisely what it means. I've met one of your kind in the past.
Oh,
It's been a few years, but brief meeting. Nothing, but so very nice to meet you.
likewise.
This gentleman over here, I presume, is Rith. He doesn't look angry.
No, he's only angry sometimes.
Ah, yes. Only when you make him angry. That's what you told me, correct?
Well, there was one
That
time.
is correct.
Wait a minute.
The mouth keeps moving and can make
Never
angry.
stops. Never stops.
Learned from the best.
Guilty as charged. Well, it is fabulous to meet all of you. We'll be in town for a little bit of time. I'd be more than happy to hear more about your travels and your tales. It's always nice to hear when one of my students goes out and uses the skills that they've been taught to impact others.
It's very
been
nice
a
meeting
nice-
you.
That's a very nice place that you have here as well. Looks like they're doing some improvements in the back.
Yeah, technically it's Iglar's place, but he let us stay here and and stuff. And
He is a big softy. Good man, though. Good man.
that's true.
Should you need anything, Rowan, while I'm in town, please do reach out and let me know. And did not see your Furbolg friend around.
he goes
Bring
out.
him by.
He goes out and does stuff like from time to time, and then he just kind of shows back up. It's kind of like a dog, really. I guess they just kind of run around and do whatever they want, and then they come back home.
Is that another dig at me? Because I'm a cat?
No, you're not a dog.
Okay. Making sure.
Sometimes he's a cat, though. He's also been a spider.
A horse.
Oh, he's been a horse, yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
He was a deer and a frog once.
Not together, but
Yeah, it would be weird.
I would be interested to see that, though.
Wait, would that be a
sounds-
freer or a dog?
I think it would be more of a drog.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, I mean these are my
So
friends.
he is able to change his form.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting. Well, please let me know when he's back. I would be more than happy to meet him.
Oh, where are you staying at?
Oh, Iglar is letting me stay with him for the time frame that I'm back. So
Nice. I mean, he is kind of a big softie, so that's what I hear anyway.
he is. He is indeed. Well, I will let you all get back to your day. And Rowan, good to see you again.
You as well.
I will begin working on what you told me.
Thank you.
Pleasant to meet you all.
very nice to meet you, sir.
Likewise.
He will take his leave. And we can go ahead and wrap up the session there. Right at about midnight. About that time. So, thank you everybody for stopping by. Next session will possibly be on a Friday. We're not sure. We've got some scheduling conflicts here for the next month or so.
Yeah.
We'll try to get something worked out. So at least hopefully, if we miss anything, might be a single session or might be recorded, and we'll be here in spirit. Except for Rowan, he'll be here physically
Always.
to talk to everybody by himself, all by himself.
Yeah.
So, thank you everybody for stopping by. Everybody who's in the chat, thank you for coming. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit all the buttons, do all the stuff, the things. Yay. And we will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Keep those dice warm.
See ya.
Bye.